Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clay, and I am the Bucks believer. Well, it certainly did not take long for the Milwaukee Bucks to attempt to replace PJ Tucker. Just a few hours after the news of Tucker signing with the Miami Heat, it was released that the Milwaukee Bucks had signed Ojeleye, who is basically the light version of Tucker. Last season with the Boston Celtics, Ojeleye appeared in 56 games and averaged 17 minutes per game. Similar to Tucker, he profiles best as a big wing defender, and he certainly has the frame to do so at a very high level. Ojeleye stands at 6'6" and weighs 240 pounds while having a plus wingspan, which is 6 feet 10 inches. Because of that frame, Ojeleye is able to guard multiple positions, shifting both up and down in the lineup, and is especially good at guarding big wing players, where he is certainly competent at taking on some extremely difficult matchups. We've seen him guarding both Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton in the past against our Bucks, so he's certainly a versatile defender in terms of the player archetypes that he's capable of defending. Unfortunately, Ojeleye is far from being a super impactful defender. He's not much of a defensive playmaker whatsoever, as exposed by his metrics from last season. He posted just a 0.9% steal rate and a 0.0% block rate. That's right, in 950 minutes of play, Ojeleye failed to block a single shot. That has to be viewed as a problem sign. Ojeleye also is an okay three-point shooter, but he's far from a threat from beyond the arc. He shot just 34.9% for his career, and that's come on 499 attempts. So at this point, it's hard to say that his low shot making ability has been an outlier. He's probably just an extremely mediocre shooter, and it's not like much of that came off of shot creation, as a grand total of 85% of his shots last season came off of assists. Overall, Ojeleye profiles as a low-usage, mediocre spacer on the offensive end of the court and a capable but unspectacular big wing defender on defense. He's a pretty lackluster PJ Tucker replacement who probably can't play too much in the playoffs because of his lack of threatening offense. One thing that can be said about Ojeleye is that he has a great reputation as a person. He's regarded as one of the hardest working players in the entire NBA, as I've read from multiple sources within the Celtics organization. So that is definitely a good sign for Shemi moving forward, and being a high character guy should allow him to fit in fairly well in Milwaukee. If he can improve his jump shot and get it to the point where he's an above average shooter on catch and shoots instead of simply being an average guy, he could actually play in the playoffs for the Bucks in a very similar role to Tucker. Be sure to let me know in the comments section down below what your thoughts are on the Ojeleye signing. What do you think his ceiling is for the Bucks, and what do you think his floor is? Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, especially if you're a fellow Bucks believer. This is the place for you. I think that I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, so that's going to be it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all again very soon.